Hi everyone and welcome to my place. Today I want to show you how to make fridge magnets, but just not any kind of fridge magnets. I want to use this wonderful product which is called liquid gloss, which is here. Fantastic stuff. It's like an epoxy resin, and you've got a hardener and you have got a like the liquid gloss itself. I don't know how it works, but you know, it's fantastic stuff. But anyway, you also need a mold. Either you can use something like a paint tray, or you can use these great things here, which are, you know, the silicone molds, which are just as equally as good. But whatever you've got, that it doesn't matter whether it's ruined or not, will be perfect for this project. You'll also need a little mixing bowl, and you'll need some little, I've got these lovely little buttons that I'm going to use, or little discs that I'm going to use inside. You could even use something like this, which is really quite beautiful, or you could use a brooch or buttons or beads or whatever you've got that you would like to actually put inside the resin. Right. Really, really easy. You've got the liquid gloss and you've got the hardener, and it's half of this to half of this goes into this little machine here, into the little cup. And if you want to make sure that you got all your measurements right when you're doing it, just make sure that you mark on both of your bottles so that when you're pouring, you know how far you're going. So I've done to there, so I'll just take that around to there so that I know that's just up a wee bit more, so that it is equal, and it really does have to be equal amounts, otherwise you're going to have a mess. Right, this goes into here, so we just pour that into there like so. Actually I'm getting to be quite good at this. That goes into there, and make sure that you put the right cap onto the right bottle or you'll be in a right mess. And then I'll just pour the same amount of that into there. Gotcha. So put the lid on that, and then put those to the side. And then the next thing that you've got to do is you've got to stir this for a good 4 to 5 minutes. And the more stirring you do, the better it is. And if bubbles appear in this, don't worry about it, because they will settle. The other thing to bear in mind is to use as much as you need to be using for each project. And I use small amounts. Now, when I was a science student, if I ever saw anything like a bumblebee or a big paruri moth, which are the most beautiful, beautiful moths that you've ever seen, they're beautiful, beautiful, bright, bright green. Anything that I sort of used to find that was sort of like, oops, I will use you. I'm not saying that I killed it. I'm saying that if I ever found a monarch or anything that was dead, I would put them into the resin, because they're such gorgeous things to be holding as like little moments of nature. Okay, stir that and then let that rest for a minute. Right, we'll use this tray here, and you need to pour a little bit of that into there, just like that, and then let that sit for a few moments. And then I thought that I would put this lovely little button or this lovely little disc into there. That goes onto there. Now, because this is going to come out the reverse, what you need to remember is, if you were using something like this silhouette here, that would go down face down, so that the base of it was looking up at you, because when it comes out, you need to be able to see this. Right, that goes to there, and then once you've done that, you need to just pour a little bit more of that onto that, and then you just leave it alone. And then if it's got any bubbles in it, and I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, yes, it has got bubbles in it, this is my greatest friend. This is a heat gun, and you just slowly just go across the surface until all of those little air bubbles have gone. So, and don't have it too close, so just keep doing this until all of those bubbles have gone. Hold on 1 minute, glasses on. Nearly. So the better the finish is at this stage, the better your product is going to be at the end. Right, you need to now leave that alone, and usually what I like to do is, I'll just put that over there, I just move the whole tray and let that just rest on its own for a good 24 hours. In fact, the longer you leave it, the better. The other thing that you need to bear in mind is, make sure that the mold is absolutely pristine clean, because if it's not, any imperfections or any impurities are going to show up. Right, let's put the glue gun on now and let's get into, I'll just put that to one side, even though I said don't move it, I am going to. Now leave that alone for 24 to 48 hours. As I said, the longer you leave it, the better it's going to be. If you wanted to colour it or put some glitter into it, you could do that as well. Right, once they have set, and as I said, if it's got an image on it, make sure that the image goes on so that you can actually see it. Now this chocolate mould is also a really good thing to be using, but what I did discover is it's really, really difficult to get that out of there, and you actually are going to destroy the mould. And I'll see if I can get that out. See how hard it is to get it out of here? It's very, very hard, and I'm probably going to have to cut that out of there. But by using the silicone moulds, it's just a matter of that, and it just pops out quick as easy as that. Now, from there, once you've done that, and you've got those out, and as I said, remember I said that the moulds have to be really clean, because if they're not, you're going to get this sort of like opaque finish on here. So just make sure that the mould is clean before you start. Right, from there, the next thing to do is to get your magnet and a little bit of glue. Oh gosh, yeah, there it is, it's going on there. A little bit of glue onto there, that goes onto there, and then that is ready to go onto the fridge. And let me just tell you that I would rather be having these than the other things that stick things to my fridge. If you haven't got any of these little moulds here, these little magnets, these are great for corsages and things like that. You can buy the sheet magnet adhesive, which works equally as well. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how to make these. These are also really, really good to put together as gifts for Christmas or for something special, as a little thank you for doing something for someone. Really love this idea. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you another day.